Hi, I'm Jane King, and this is New to the Street in person back here at the NASDAQ market site in New York City. This show is all about public, private, and blockchain companies, how the CEOs, the founders, and the innovators bringing you lots of opportunities to consider. Here we go.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Game Changers. I'm Anna Berry. Today, I'm speaking with a game changer in the AI economy, creating AI platforms, allowing anyone to build and deploy AI services at scale, anytime and anywhere. Humayun Sheikh, the CEO of Fetch.ai. Nice to see you. How are you doing today?
I'm great, Anna. Thank you. Pleasure to be here. Good to speak
Wonderful.
to
Well,
you.
we would all love an update and tell us a little bit about what the progress has been with Fetch.
Yeah, Fetch has been making some great progress. We have been developing all the tools, all the platform that we need to actually deploy all the solutions, the use cases that we've been talking about. And this last quarter and this quarter, we are absolutely making great progress. The current technology is now becoming available, becoming ready. We open up access for people to start building. The developers have been onboarding on our platform quite fast. We've had more than 25,000 signups where people want to build and develop the product. We have an agent-based infrastructure, which means that they can build and deploy their AI applications quite easily on our platform, and the progress has been great. Thank you.
Good. Well, we certainly see the integration of AI into almost everything nowadays. Tell us about the recent Fetch Compute. What is that exactly?
So Fetch Compute is when you're building AI applications, it's quite important that you have GPU power. As you all know, you have to build these machine learning models. You have to build the LLMs. You have to build a combined infrastructure where you can run the large language models on your own data. And so one of the biggest components, and one of the components which is not only just costly, but actually it's not available, is the GPU compute. So we felt that our community and our builder community needed to have this space easily available, click of the button. So we have made a huge investment of roughly 100 million to actually deploy these GPUs, deploy the network where not only all the stakeholders in Fetch can actually earn these compute credits, and they can perhaps trade it with the developers, and but the developers themselves can actually have a very easy access while they're building the applications using our framework.
And talk a little bit about why this is so relevant currently.
You must have seen how the value of Nvidia shares have gone up. You can see everybody is racing to get these GPUs because the AI game is nothing without the compute. And the reason why we are here where we are is because the compute had kind of taken this huge step forward where Nvidia products have really made training these large language models much easier, much faster, and they've completely changed the game here. So the issue is that at this point in time, the GPUs which NVIDIA makes are the most relevant ones and the most efficient ones. So we were trying to use this space, and another factor is that these are not available on the cloud computes of all the hyperscalers, the infrastructure providers, the cloud infrastructure providers. So it is quite important for people to build on such a platform is to have that access to the GPUs, where they can actually train the models, they can deploy the models. It's not just training, but it's also the inference which comes out of these models. And to use it for our agent-based system, it was quite important for us to enable people to come and develop on our platform, that they don't have to keep doing integrations with multiple others and where they struggle to find these GPUs. And what blockchain brings is that you can actually train these models and you can actually keep a record, which is an open record. It's not a hidden record of who trained it, where the data came from, and also on top of that, how can you monetize these people? I'm sorry, how can you monetize all this training by passing economic value to all the participants? And blockchain kind of sits as the bottom layer where all these interactions can be recorded, can be audited. And I think it's very good for that if you want to keep an open record. So I do feel that leaving just all of this AI into some big corporate hands is not even going to be possible, even if everybody tried. But making it too restrictive is quite dangerous as well, because you're stifling growth. So perhaps the way to deal with it is to let's develop the AI, but more control the application of AI. So the application layer is where the control needs to come. What is the outcome? Where is the outcome going? And who is kind of releasing it in the market? That's where the governments and the regulators can come in.
And that's where you come in with your applications and your platform. You're certainly changing the game in this AI economy that we're all creating and living in. Thank you so much for joining us on Game Changers.
Thank you, Anna. Appreciate the invite. Thank you.
Thank you all for watching. Hi, everyone. I'm Anna Berry. Welcome to Game Changers. I'm speaking with Dr. Navjit Dhaliwal, or Nav, the CEO of Iagon, a game changer in the decentralized cloud storage space. And Doctor, you liken yourself to an Airbnb for storage. So I'm so happy to have you back on Game Changers today.
Yeah, happy to be here, and thanks for having me again. I'd love to talk about our solution for sure.
Well, maybe our audience knows, maybe they don't. Let's break it down. Explain the difference between centralized storage and decentralized storage.
Yeah, so we love to use an analogy actually to explain this in a simple way. We call that a data lake, basically. So centralized services where you send a file, it's stored in one specific server at one specific time. So we call that a data lake, and it's a lake with a fence around it. The fence is kind of the encryption, which is, it's encryption around the server. So if that encryption is hacked or broken, basically whoever's kind of accessing the data can swim around the lake, collect as much data as they want, and that's how, in a simple way, data leaks happen. And what we differentiate from is a decentralized storage system. Basically, think of it as multiple mini lakes, but they're completely frozen, and they also have a fence around it. But if someone jumps over that encryption, there's no way to penetrate the data. There's no way to get inside and get the information. The only person that can retrieve, or let's say combine that lake into a liquid lake, is the person that uploaded the file.
Aha, that is a good analogy. Thank you for that visual.
Yeah.
So link that to, you said data lake. Let's talk about data breaches. They are happening on the daily, small scale or large scale. So how does your solution differ from others out there when it comes to data breaches?
Yeah, so that analogy perfectly breaks it down. And what we put on top of that is the blockchain access layer, meaning that the person that accesses or uploads the file has full operational sovereignty of their data, meaning there's no middleman holding the all the data, right? So it's just you yourself controlling where the data goes. And that actually data is sharded, meaning that it's sliced into many small slices. And it's also encrypted and spread across to node operators that part of the network. And you can select those node operators in terms of where you want your data stored. Do you want it in the US? Do you want it in a different country? Do you want to comply with maybe EU data regulations and store them in EU? And you can also cater to example, high performance, high availability. So you can choose kind of like Airbnb, where you choose which kind of apartment you want to rent. you kind of choose your data provider there.
Fascinating. Well, we all know how to use Airbnb, and so this will be a simple solution for that. So since we last spoke a few months ago, talk about some of these recent developments, launching the product, where people can get it, and there is a recent collaboration that your team is excited about. What's going on?
Yes, I mean, we've been really happy with our progress so far. I mean, it's been a lot of support from the people that have engaged with us in our community. And we have launched just a little bit over 2 months ago, and we have over 300 storage nodes that are available on the network that are providing their idle capacities, and it's across 47 countries. So, and 190 unique cities, which is kind of really refreshing to see that a lot of people are participating in this distributed kind of Airbnb for storage network. And soon we will have the compute at the end of Q1, and we will also be providing computing power as well, which ways we can kind of also host websites, dynamic websites, and host different apps and things like that. It's going to be a lot of fun. And the upcoming collaboration, we're happy to announce that we're collaborating with Equinix Metal, and this the largest resource provider, a bare metal resource provider in the world. They have over 230 data centers across the world, and we will be part of the solutions on their offerings. So we will be offering our decentralized storage, and at the same time, node operators that want to, let's say, operate in different countries and different regions, aside from the region that they're in, they can easily set up a node through Equinix Metal as well.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations on that collaboration and all of the progress you've made. It seems that decentralizing is going to be a theme for 2024 in many different spaces, and you're definitely changing the game when it comes to our storage space. So thank you for joining us again on Game Changers.
Well, thanks for having me, Anna. Thank you.
Clean Vision identifies and supports innovative companies in clean energy and sustainability, aiming to meet global market needs while improving customer quality of life and reducing greenhouse gas emissions. At Clean Vision, we provide consultancy services, helping organizations enter new markets faster and become more profitable. Clean Vision, the future of clean energy.
Welcome everyone to Game Changers. The Sustainable Green Team, SGTM, is a game-changing company. It's leading the way in the global sustainability movement through their state-of-the-art technology, and to put it into its simplest terms, turning waste into valuable nutrients. Joining me today is the game changer himself, CEO and founder, Tony Raynor. Welcome, Tony.
Hey, how are you? Good to see you again.
Great. Let's start with the success SGTM has achieved in the organic recycling market. Fascinating market to be in right now, so important. So talk about the increasing demand for organic recycling products and services you provide.
Yeah, the demand has really ever increased. People are really beginning to understand the need for proper recycling and handling of this waste, and our technology is beginning to take off, really globally.
And talk a little bit about how it is reaching everyone. We all know it's so important, and it's more about what can we do? What are the steps that we can do to make sure that happens? What are the steps that we can do to make sure?
Well, really, I think proper handling of waste is pretty important. And one of the things that we have really seen great success in is diverting waste from just going to a landfill and being able to be put through the proper channel, where it's being recycled correctly. And so we actually work together now with landfills, and we have contracts in place that have just recently evolved where we're actually pulling waste out of the landfill, repurposing it, and making it into our Humusol product.
A landfill to everyday consumer is like, what is that? That's a place far away from us, but it's really not. It's affecting all of us. So talk about the importance of that. Your recent agreements signed. How do these agreements address challenges in the agricultural and the livestock industries?
Well, that's good because, you know, the waste that normally is causing such an issue, every major city has a landfill. And to be able to abstract that, divert it, and turn it into a usable product, it's actually that technology is being able to be reused into the livestock, into the agricultural. So it really opens up a big door to, you know, work together with moving away from the synthetics and more into the organics. And organics is something we have a lot of.
And it's so powerful to see SGTM utilizing this technology and the product lines to address all of these industry challenges we're all facing. So how does SGTM leverage its technology and the suite of product lines right now?
Well, the nice thing about the suite of product lines we have, it's so scalable and it's so simple that we're able to duplicate our model anywhere in the world. And so, you know, here we are in certain regions where we have hubs that are set up where we're recycling, and the word is rapidly gotten out and how well our technology works and the effects of it. So we're actually able to sub-license the technology and take other waste companies and partner with them to actually manufacture and redistribute the products for us.
The importance of that global reach. Talk a little bit more about the impact of the market positioning and the growth right now.
Well, you know, in different parts of the world, there is a big demand to fix depleted, you know, land, and they have a lot of food waste and they have a lot of bio waste, but they don't have much fiber. And so here in the U.S., we're inundated with fiber. And so some of the locations that we have that we've recently gotten contracts with are right next to the port, and we're diverting waste right out of landfill. We'll be putting it on a ship and sending it to the Middle Eastern regions that are very dry, and they need this technology greatly.
Yes, they do. I've been to many landfills in different parts of the world and municipal dumps, and it's a devastating experience to see it firsthand. Let's move on to the topic of building co-packing relationships, your major expansion. So how has SGTM been working on building these relationships for manufacturing and distribution?
Yeah, that's really good. I mean, having a good product like ours, you got to have really good distribution. And so having partnerships, that's really our strategic move to grow, is going to be in that model. And so we've been working together with some pretty decent size co-packers that actually will be utilizing our technology and utilizing our brand, but packaging for us to redistribute that. And that really allows us to scale much quicker.
And can you tell us who some of these partnerships are with and what these distribution channels look like?
Well, you know, that one there, we're going to have to cut this part out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I get it.
you know,
I'll ask it, but can you tell us about the distribution channels and partnerships that you've recently established?
Yeah, so we've established some really unique partnerships with some companies that are other technology companies that have great distribution. One company is mainly dealing with like the pig and swine and odor issues and diseases that we face in livestock. You know, in America alone, we have over 250 million acres of livestock, and so you imagine the disease and odor that comes from that. So we've made some great partnerships, multi-states. One of them's in 12 states. Another company we're working with is very diverse into the organic side that have distribution in 35 states and in collection 17 different locations. So we have a really good mixture of on both sides of the spectrum. You're dealing with wood waste, organics, and animal waste, and ultimately mixed together, that affects the agricultural market because they're the end user.
Absolutely. I understand firsthand because I live in the Mid-South area. So Oklahoma, Texas, talk about the cattle livestock farms and the chicken farms up in Arkansas. It's a huge industry and it makes a huge impact on our earth and our everyday health. So we have to figure out things like what you're doing, this technology, to make it much more sustainable. Before we conclude, is there anything else you'd like to share with our viewers?
Yeah, I think really this would be, to engage with the Sustainable Green Team would really be go on our website, sign up to subscribe. We release fresh new content every week and blogs, and we're really up to speed with what's going on. And yeah, just to connect with us on social media, go on our website and just join the movement.
There you go. You heard the call to action, the Sustainable Green Team, turning waste into nutrients. Thanks so much for joining us on Game Changers, Tony.
All right, thank you.
Lameness issues, joint pain, and osteoarthritis can be difficult to treat and debilitating for an animal's health and well-being. Take control of lameness issues and joint pain. Introducing Spring with OsteoCushion technology. With just one injection, Spring with OsteoCushion technology targets the root cause of lameness issues, joint pain, and osteoarthritis, helping animals do what they do best.
Your data is vulnerable to hackers, with email being the cause of 91% of all cyber attacks. Introducing SKUR, Swiss-hosted, data-mine-free, private and secure solutions to protect your communications. Secure Mail offers secure and private email communication. Secure Messenger offers private and secure chats. Secure VPN encrypts your internet traffic and protects your digital identity. Regain your privacy today. Visit Sekur at sekur.com.
Hi everyone, I'm Anna Berry. This is your Sekur Privacy and Security segment, along with Alain Ghiai, the CEO of Sekur. Our weekly hack topic is pretty much around malware. What we're talking about is a recent US judge ordered NSO Group to hand over its source code for Pegasus and other remote access Trojans to Meta as part of the social media giant's ongoing litigation against the Israeli spyware vendor. So basically, they're able to install malware in this open source application, the one we use all the time. We can mention it or we don't have to mention it. It's up to you, Alain. But talk a little bit about how they get in, first of all, and how can we prevent this?
Yes, so the lawsuit obviously is because the malware was installed on these free or even paid chat messaging applications. And essentially what happens is you give your phone number away when you sign up for these because you don't have a choice. The reason why they always ask for your phone number is that later on they can social data mine your entire contact list on your phone. Now, that's great for propagating a business, especially if you're those big trillion-dollar companies. But essentially, anybody can impersonate someone that you may know. And we know now with social media engineering, data mining, somebody can impersonate someone you may know, whether it's work or personal, and you think you're chatting to that person. That's where the weakness comes in. It's literally an open door for anybody to come and impersonate somebody you may trust, steal your data, and also in this case, install malware through the phone without you knowing.
And in today's world, you don't just send your personal, financial, medical information over emails anymore. I have a lot of people still asking me over messenger applications like this one. So it's text message, email, messenger, Facebook Messenger, all these different applications to send the information. So what are some signs that we should be looking out for and some simple lifestyle changes we can do to help prevent this from happening to us?
Well, you mentioned some of the names. There's others, so-called secure ones. You know, there's like 3-4 of them, essentially. What we do at Secure Messenger is different because we have a vetting process. So first of all, we never ask for your phone number. That's one thing. It eliminates any kind of entry point, and you only accept people you know. It also eliminates bullying. I've had a lot of people lately talking about their kids to me and telling me how great this application would be for a family, so you can chat and with your friends and family or what have you without having outsiders knowing what you're doing, bullying you, sending you texts and stuff like that. It eliminates completely those smishing texts, which is people sending you info on these messengers, and they're all the same. It's not just the Facebook one. They're all of these other messaging applications that we won't name here, but people know. They all have the same concept. It's backdoor open policy, phone number first, and they social engineer your entire address book, and then they tell other people, hey, so-and-so joined this messaging app, why don't you join too? There's zero privacy and no security whatsoever. A lot of them have been compromised. In this case, it's a huge case because malware was installed in the biggest application in the world that's running on Facebook, obviously. So sometimes smaller is better.
Well, if it can happen to them, it can happen to you and me. Well, maybe not you and me because we use Sekur, but for anyone out there who's not using the service. So I know that a lot of people are interested in this service. What is a promo code you have for them today?
Promo code privacy. It gives you 15% off all our solutions for the next 5 years. And for anybody who has an enterprise out there and wants to maintain their email with Outlook, let's say the biggest tool out there for business, but they want to have their executives' email protected by us. In our enterprise feature, we have a thing called Secure Relay. They should take a look, contact us, and we can protect both their employee and the executives. That's a very neat little feature that we just launched.
Perfect. Well, privacy has arrived with Sekur. Always great speaking with you. The weekly hack. Next week, we'll have a whole new topic.
Unfortunately, we will. Thanks, Anna.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for watching.
Bye-bye.
Your data is vulnerable to hackers, with email being the cause of 91% of all cyber attacks. Introducing SKUR, Swiss-hosted, data-mine-free, private and secure solutions to protect your communications. Secure Mail offers secure and private email communication. Secure Messenger offers private and secure chats. Secure VPN encrypts your internet traffic and protects your digital identity. Regain your privacy today. Visit Sekur at sekur.com.